Gretchen at Willey Farms here again. The last time we talked for our You Can Make It Too segment, we made a big fat Christmas bow. And we said, we're going to show you how to make a poinsettia bow. So here I am. I'm going to show you how to make a poinsettia bow. We've got a lot of different choices here for ribbons. Poinsettias, of course, you're going to think solid red or solid white or something like that, but we're not making necessarily a real poinsettia, so you can have fun and you can do whatever decor you use, and that can be made into a poinsettia. So I've got some patterns here which actually really will make really cute poinsettias. The only thing I would say I don't like as much, you might like it and be fine, I don't like anything with a really strong edge on both sides, because we'll be cutting this into a point and it looks a little funny to me, but you know what, you might like it, so don't think I am the ruler of the ribbon. You can pick what you want. Okay, so I am going to be making a ribbon out of number 9, poinsettia bow out of number 9 ribbon, I'm sorry, number 40 ribbon, which is about 2 inches wide. And what I'm doing, because I'm making this number 40 ribbon into a bow, is I have 8 inches in length here, and so far I have 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces, and then I've just been kind of lining them up and making it easy on myself and using these as my ruler, and then all these other guys are 8 inches as well. So now I have 5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lengths of 8-inch number 40 ribbon. Oh, also, by the way, the tools you're going to need, I have my own scissors today. See, they say Gretchen. I'm not borrowing Amanda's today. And I'm going to need double-ended berries. They're very cheap. These are like 99 cents here. And then this is just a little over a yard of ribbon that you'll need to make this particular poinsettia bow. Okay, I've got all my lengths. They are just about the same length, close as I can do anyway, and the reason I want them of a similar length is because now I'm going to cut points on all of my poinsettias. So I'm going to cut off a triangle here, and I'm going to cut off a triangle here. So these guys all have nice points on them, and I'm going to do the same thing on this end, cutting off a corner, cutting off a second corner, and leaving myself a nice point. Okay, 5 lengths with points. Now it's going to be a little bit of origami, this next piece that you do. So I'm putting down 4 of my points and keeping 1. It's going to be kind of like making a paper airplane. That's the center of my ribbon. I'm going to fold up kind of in half so that my center is folded up. Then these guys, again like a paper airplane, I'm going to fold them down kind of like a paper airplane's wings would be. So up in the center and folded down. And then I'm just going to hold them here pinched in my fingers. Next part is a little trickier, because now I have to keep a hold of this one while I make my second. And I just use the flat plane of my fingers, fold up, fold down, and then I put it right next to the first one that I made. And I'm going to keep doing this with each of my lengths of ribbon. Here's 4, and then here's my last one. And pretty much I'm pinching them in what's the middle of that length of ribbon. So there's all my 5 lengths. Okay, and now I'm going to replace my fingers with a wire, which, oops, I forgot to mention to you, you need a wire too in your list of things you need. So I'm got about midway on the wire, and I'm going to go down each side of my ribbon where each of my fingers were. See that? And then I'm going to turn it over, and I'm going to pinch it really good, and then I'm going to twist. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then if I've done it right, nothing goes anywhere. And now I'm just going to kind of unfold these a little bit. And I love this ribbon. Isn't it pretty? Pretty gray. Not going to find a real poinsettia that's gray, but it might be the color that you have in your home decor. Okay, can you kind of see the poinsettia there? And then the double-ended berries that I talked about. Let me show you those up close a little bit. Double-ended meaning there's a wire and there's a berry on each end. And I take those berries, and it's going to be the opposite that I did with the wire that's holding this poinsettia bow together. I'm going to bend them up. And then where I put that wire, I went down each side instead. Oops, losing one. Oops, one end came off. Anyway, they come up each side, and then I just twist them in place. And then I'm going to fluff that out just a little bit again. Oops, there we go. How pretty is that? Isn't that so adorable and easy? This bow is great because it's flat. It's great for packages. It looks really pretty as an ornament on a tree. You could probably use it as a corsage on a winter coat or something too. And it looks good in lots of colors. Here's some that we already have made up. This was a solid. Look, there's a plaid. There's a little gingham check. There's another plaid. Here's one in gold. And then here's one in red velvet. And I did want to show you, I talked about having a nice point. See how this little guy doesn't have a nice point? It's easy enough to fix. You just cut it again, and you got a point. And this one doesn't have berries on it, so if you couldn't find berries, think about a really cute antique button, or if you have a piece of jewelry that's, you know, a necklace that came apart or something, and just glue that on the center. It would be really, really cute and very festive as well. Alrighty, so that's how you make a poinsettia bow. And next time, we're going to show you how to make a rose bow. See you next time. Gretchen at Willey Farms.